segment 2. We are $250,000 into the show. I love Thursdays.
Thursdays are good days.
My wife loves Thursdays too.
Why does she love Thursdays?
Because that's when we get the $1 million.
Oh, you get paid that day. I get it.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah, she's, you get the check yet? Okay, anyway, segment 2, you know where, like I said, segment 3, Michael Cesara. Segment 4, Jody Friedman. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Okay, let's get into segment 2. You are a hero. Because you well know, our hashtag, or One Lucky Gal brand, which is a business lifestyle brand for the ladies. So ladies, if you want to get on our mailing list so you get invited to all this cool stuff, go to www.luckygal.com, put your email address in there, and you will get all the cool stuff for this cool, ultra cool female business lifestyle brand.
It's a mouthful.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we're women about women supporting women.
That's right.
What it is.
It's a very cool thing. It's a little, like I said, and what's so cool about it is we just didn't start it off with this cattle call for 500 women to come to this bar and drink martinis. We started it off with Ann Dean's concealed weapons class, which we had a dozen women show up, took them to the range all day long. Woods Family Sandwiches supplied the lunches. Oh my God, that was in itself an e-ticket. And you had the class. They all passed, got to shoot guns, and now we have 12 more empowered women in the world.
It was awesome. I mean, I have to give big shout out to Discount Firearms.
That's right.
That's who we chose to work with, and we're going to work with them more in the future. Darius over there is one of the instructors, and Geese is the one who taught our class with George. They were amazing. Now, I already have my concealed carry class.
That's right.
But I chose to sit through this class again, and it's 8 to 10 hours.
That's right.
8 hours of class time, and they go through everything. It was so interactive and intense, and the knowledge that we received, I learned more, and I've had mine for over a year.
Right.
They made interactive scenarios. It was an intimate class for us. They did a private class. There were 12 of us, I think, in the class altogether. And we went through all the education, all the laws, understanding, the end result. If you're going to carry a gun, you have to be prepared to shoot to kill. You can't shoot to wound, because you got some raging maniac coming at you. You're not going to try to wound them because you're not in your right mind. You're not thinking clearly. So when we went onto the range, we did our shooting, and I shot as well. And you learned, if your gun jams, they taught you how to fix it. If you're in a scenario, they worked with you on it. And then the very last part of the shooting, they actually came behind us and put us in a scenario where he grabbed my arm. He's shoot with one hand, and this is how you block and protect your person. So it was a very educational class.
That was much more in depth than the pictures.
There was so much more.
That was a cool picture of you with the glasses and the gun, though.
Yes, I
Yeah, my goodness gracious.
But so moving forward, working with them, they the first Thursday of every month they have ladies' night.
Okay.
The next one is the first Thursday in July.
Right.
It's $20.
$20.
$20. The class is at 5:30, and there's a 30-minute orientation.
Right.
If you haven't shot your gun in a while, they'll go over it with you. They have guns that they can loan to you. Then you go out into the range and you shoot.
That's right.
And they work with you in different aspects. But this class is going to be a little bit more special because they are raffling off a Versa 380 pink gun.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Oh, man.
All you have to do is show up to the class, pay your $20, and you're entered into the raffle.
Wow. We gotta promote that.
We are gonna promote that like crazy. I'm gonna work more with them because they have other classes as well. They have self-defense classes, they have shooting classes, they have get to know your own gun classes. I mean, there's just a plethora of classes that they will give you. Personalized classes, private classes, you name it. They're willing to do all of that, and they're gonna work with the One Lucky Gal brand. And again, big shout outs, as you said, Woods Family Sandwich Shop, Dylan over there, their new location on Flamingo. These box lunches were incredible. My box fed me 3 times.
Wow.
The sandwiches were huge.
They're big.
And economical. The pricing, the quality, big bang for your buck, so go check them out. 2 locations, one on Flamingo and one over here in Henderson.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm really proud of you. It's really the inaugural One Lucky Gal event. You took the bull by the horns and you made it happen, and I think we're all excited and gave a lot of momentum to the brand, and we want to thank you for that.
My absolute pleasure.
All right, excellent, excellent. Okay, got about 4 minutes left, and usually somewhere during the show, Andy and I talk about a current event and kind of just get, we try to take the political crap out of it because, quite frankly, the only people you'll hear from are the people on the fringes and no one in the middle. So they had this incident with Kathy Griffin.
Yes.
Okay, where now Kathy Griffin, in my humble opinion, is kind of a shock comedian. If you've ever watched her tapes, she's kind of a foul-mouthed, 100-pound gal that just really...
she doesn't have a lot of boundaries.
She doesn't have a lot of boundaries. So, obviously, if you've seen the picture, she took a picture with a severed head of the President of the United States, and oh my God, the whole world went nuts. Now, I tend to believe if you are the President of the United States, and I have seen many presidents of the United States, everyone I've seen has been either burned, wrapped in a flag and burned, strung up by a rope. I mean, I've seen pictures and dummies and of every president going back 40, I'm 54, so I don't remember Kennedy because he got shot 10 months into my life, but every president after that, I've seen where they're Nazis or whatever the people want the message. So I would think as a president, you just kind of have to deal with it. And I know people got really upset about that, but I'm kind of a free speech guy.
I agree with you.
So you can't really have these great orientated speeches like I Have a Dream or the Gettysburg Address. You can't have all that great stuff unless you have to deal with the stuff that you don't like. So maybe I didn't like that so much. Things like that don't really bother me, but you got to take the good with the bad. And I don't know if she, if her life is in a tailspin. I hate to see that because she needs to make a living just like everyone else. So I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. We, in my opinion, have not had a president who has, in the past, who has been so interactive in social media.
That is true. That is true.
I think he puts himself out there in so many negative ways that it does cause horrendous things to come about.
There is an effect by using this communication platform.
As a president, I don't feel that you should be fighting on Twitter with, Joe Schmo over there. I just think that's childish and juvenile behavior on his behalf.
Right.
What she did, there is a fine moral line. I think our country has become blurred on that line. I think and I feel, this is my opinion, that what she did crossed that moral compass. And it just took it to such a horrible negative.
Well, she's paying. She is paying the price.
And I like Kathy Griffin. I think she's a shock value comedian. She's gone up and she's gone down. But the moral compass on this one, for me, points down.
Well, I think one thing that you said that makes the most sense is we are so blurred to any of that. Yeah. I mean, we went crazy because this lady did this, but then, some guy walks into a kindergarten class and empties his clips into a bunch of 6th graders, and everybody's like, well, that sucks, but you know what? That's the life you paid for having guns in your community.
See, that's all crap.
So it's, you talk about, we are almost desensitized to just about anything now. It's kind of like you read in the paper, this guy walked into a church over there in England and blew up somebody. It's like, okay, can I have 10 gallons on my car, please? It's so...
the moral compass is skewed.
It is.
Where we need to focus our love and our kindness and our healing. It's gone.
I don't know.
It's gone.
Like the old president said, it's above my pay grade. I don't know, what one man's, that's over the line is another man's, it's just free speech.
It's all it's perception. So, somebody once told me, and the person who told me is not a person I respect.
Right.
But this statement is reality. Perception is reality.
Right.
It's
not what the truth is. It's what the perception is.
That sucks.
Don't
believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you see. At the end of the day, like Ellen says, just be kind. Kathy, I feel, in my opinion, crossed the line.
Well, does she pay for it for the rest of her life, though?
well, she's going to pay for it for a long time, and it's going.
I hate to see that.
I hate to see it. Well, Paula Deen. I mean,
oh yeah,
look at the history of the people who have opened their mouths or done something or said something in an innocent context, which I don't think you'll feel hers was innocent.
But it was so long ago.
It
was so long ago.
It,
so, yeah, every situation's a little bit different, I think. But anyway, there's segment 2. Let's get into segment 3 right after this.